Hey, it's Eric G. Around the House is sponsored by Baldwin Hardware. For 75 years, Baldwin Hardware has been known for its first-class quality and craftsmanship in door and cabinetry hardware. As an alumnus of the Baldwin Hardware Design Council, I can say I have seen the details and quality from design to the finished product. If you're looking for a new style and old-world craftsmanship, I can tell you there is only one Baldwin Hardware. Check out what would look great in your home at baldwinhardware.com.
It's Around the House. When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to the Around the House show. This is where we help you get the most out of your home through information and education. Thanks for joining me today. Happy midweek special. Happy 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. We've got a great show coming up this weekend, which we'll talk a little bit later about. But hey, if you want to give us a call and be part of the show, give me a call at 833-239-4144. That's toll free here in the United States, 833-239-4144. If you don't want to make a call and you just want to send a quick email, head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. You can find out more information over there. Well, in our midweek special here, we like to talk about things that are happening. And first, let's talk about some recalls out there. There are a bunch of them right now. If you have a BlendJet portable blender, that's a huge problem. There's 4.8 million of these little things. The picture they show is a neon green BlendJet. There's about 4.8 million of these and about 117,000 sold in Canada. The recall blenders can overheat or catch fire, and the blender blades can break off, posing fire and laceration hazards to consumers. So make sure you check that out. If you have a Simpson Pro Series pressure washer that is got a lithium battery on it with the electric start, that is a problem. There's about 2,900 of these out there. The battery's bad, so they will be replacing it with a lead acid battery, so to do that. Klein Tools recalls their Blackfire and Klein Tools power stations due to overheating in the internal inverter board. So they are recalling those. There's about 3,800 of those out there. And the other one here is Pella recalls casement windows due to injury hazard. The windows sash can detach from the frame and fall, posing an injury hazard to consumers. There's about 12,000 of those there. So to find out more information about that stuff, head to cpsc.gov recalls, and you can find more information over there. But a nice big pile of junk of recalls coming out, it looks like. So unfortunate. But at least, hey, you've got one of those. Make sure that you are staying safe. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit today about, now that we're getting into January, this is the time here in the United States, it seems like we start to get more of the cold and more of the storms. And it has been, for most of us, a fairly mild year. Doesn't matter if you're in, Portland, Oregon, where I am, or if you're in, more importantly, if you're out there in, Fargo, North Dakota. It has not been a heavy winter yet, which means it's probably around the corner. So be really, good time to walk around the house and make sure that you've got the hoses disconnected from the hose bibs. Make sure that you've got any pipe insulation is done, that you've got things drained, sprinklers blown out, that kind of stuff. Because I got a feeling for many of us, we still have winter coming. And so a little bit goes a long ways, especially down in the South where, many of the homes were not designed to have plumbing freeze or be in freezing conditions. So just make sure that you've got... take some time, go down to the home improvement store, get some pipe insulation, make sure you get all that stuff dialed in. It will sure make life easier for you if you can prevent that. So make sure you've got any of those hose bib covers on, any of that stuff, you'll be much better off. So take a little time, walk around. If you've got a rainstorm going on, put on that waterproof jacket, run outside real quick and take a look. Make sure those gutters aren't overflowing and causing more damage to the outside of the house. It's a great time to... take a look at that. And I know we're getting into storage season right now as well. And this is a good time to get reorganized. You're taking down the holiday decorations, all that good stuff. It's just a smart time to go through things. So, of course, all the stores right now have those storage bins and stuff on sale. But really, think about it here, guys, and this is just my tip for the day. If you have a storage unit, unless you're using it for business, figure out what the cost of that is and what you're paying each month for storage. Is this something that you're paying a few $100 a month for? And all of a sudden, after a year or two, you realize that storage unit is costing you more than the stuff that's in the storage unit. So there's a hard carrying cost there that you should be looking at like it's a business. Now, if you've got family heirlooms or stuff like that, or you've got stuff, or you just don't have a garage, that's one thing. But just think about what it's costing you to store that. And that is something to be thinking about. Good time to get rid of clutter, throw it up online, make some extra income. If you're going to donate it, great, but take a look at who you're donating to. If you drop off at a place and you go, hey, this is my place that I drop off at, jump on Google and take a look and see if they're actually the charity that you want to be giving it to, or if you want to be giving it to something that's not making so much money off you, because there's a lot of brands out there, people, national companies, and I'll just leave it at that are profiting off your donation because they're not a nonprofit company, and there's a lot of people getting rich off it. So just make sure that you're giving it to the right groups out there. Is there a group that you want to support? See if they'll take it. See if they've got a store. And if not, take a look at Habitat for Humanity or some of those other places out there. But, there are a lot of other great building material thrift stores out there as well that are private. Ones in Portland that I support, of course, Habitat. We've got the Rebuilding Center. A lot of different ones going on out there. So just keep your eye out and be aware of who you're giving it to and what you're doing. Well, hey, guys, we got a great show coming up this weekend. We're not going to talk about it here today. I'm going to put that out on Friday morning in that podcast on our teaser, but we've got a great show coming up. And a little later here in the month, I've got some killer interviews from around the world that you're going to enjoy, and some really cool stuff for spring as well. So keep track of that and stay tuned for that. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the week. Thanks for tuning in to Around the House. Happy New Year's, and enjoy the rest of the short week this week, as many of us got to at least get a day off. Thanks for tuning in to Around the House. We'll see you on Saturday.
Somewhere unseen and undiscovered, anywhere beyond the mean. Life is a love song, let's be lovers. We're all over the radio. Take my hand, I know where to go. All over the radio with you.
Hey, it's Eric G. from Around the House. Are you planning a decking or siding project this year? If you are, you've got to check out my friends at Millboard. Millboard is a completely different kind of composite decking and cladding that enhances outdoor spaces with enduring distinction. Hand-molded from the finest oak, it realistically mimics the natural grain and color of premium hardwood. If you're looking for something that doesn't look like plastic and instead real wood, check out millboard.com. Make sure and check out that interview we did just a few weeks back. That's millboard.com.